sila ay sa dulo na lang ng ating session. Natin sila pagbibigyan pagkakataon ng mga sa atin. Magandang umaga din po sa ating mga bisita. Ito po kami para ang mga bisita ngayon. Maraming salamat sa pamunuan ng Barangay Council ng Barangay sa pamumunan ng Kapitan Kaabay. At ganoon din po sa ating mga kagawad. Nandito si Kagawad Aburot, Kagawad De La Torre, Kagawad Fidel, Kagawad Baco, Kagawad Camarin, IPMR Asande, at Kagawad Aguilar. Kagawad Munting. Kagawad Munting. Brenda Munting. At ganoon din po ang ating mga gwapo at nagagandahang mga guro. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Gandang umaga po sa lahat. Ganoon din po sa ating pang mga bisita. Our 42nd regular session is now called to order. The chair requests Councilor Lacanilaw for the invocation, as well as for the reading of the Councilor's Creed. Please, I request everybody to rise.
Tumayo po tayong lahat. Panginoon, aming Ama, Diyos ng mga Diyos at Hari ng mga Hari. Salamat po, Panginoon, sa napakagandang araw na ibinigay po ninyo. Salamat sa inyong pag-iingat na nakarating kami ng safe, Panginoon, sa lugar na to. Salamat, Panginoon, sa katalinuhan at na ipapamalas mo sa bawat isa upang maigawa po namin, Panginoon, sa ayos ang aming sesyon sa araw na to. Bigyan niyo po kami ng sapat na galing, Panginoon, at puso na magsilbi para sa aming bayan. Ni-entrust po namin sa inyo, hindi lang po ngayong araw, mga susunod pang araw ng aming buhay. Ito pong aming dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Sa mga kasamahan ko pong mga konsehal, pakitaas po ang ating kanang kamay at sabay-sabay po nating banggitin ang Councilor's Creed. I am a Philippine Councilor, mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances that redound to the general welfare of my constituents in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I believe in public service above self as the guiding principle of my official act. And as I tread the pathways of local legislation, may the Almighty guide my mind and heart and shall be true to my constituents and the Filipino people.
The Creed of Vice Mayors. I am a Vice Mayor and my covenant with my people is to devote myself to public service. By divine providence and by the will of the people, I am mandated to preside over the local legislature. That with integrity and statesmanship, I shall lead the local legislature to enact measures and ordinances for the common good and fulfill my people's aspirations for happiness, peace, and prosperity. May the Almighty God help me consecrate myself for the people I am called to serve. Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning, Mr. Secretary. Please call the roll. Declares the presence of a quorum. And as such, we can now go to our agenda for today's regular session. In the absence of the Majority Floor Leader, Deputy Majority Floor Leader is requested to take the place of the Majority Floor Leader, Councilor Rodriguez.
Thank you to our presiding officer. We are now on item. Before that, I move for the adoption of the order of business for the 42nd regular session held at Barangay Barong-Barong Session Hall, Brooks Point, Palawan.
Unless, are there other measures that are not included in the order of business for today's regular session? None? Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, then we adopt the order of business in today's regular session.
Thank you. And we are now on item number 5, the minutes of the meeting of the previous session. To my colleagues, please go to June 1st, 2026, the 41st regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan.
Our League of President.
Since there are no amendments being introduced, I move for the adoption of the minutes of the 41st regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan held last June 1st, 2020.
And I second.
Any objection? Hearing none, we adopt the minutes of our regular session held last June 1, 2026.
And please direct your the pages on June 4, 2026, the 7th special session of the Sangguniang Bayan.
Any clarification or amendments to the minutes of our special session last June 4?
Madam Chair, since though there's no amendment, I move for the adoption of the minutes of the 7th special session of the Sangguniang Bayan of Brooks Point held on June 4, 2026 at the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall, Brooks Point, Palawan.
Any objection? Hearing none, we also approve and adopt the minutes of our special session last June 4, 2026.
Thank you. And we are now on item number 6, the privilege hour. Please acknowledge the presence of our Liga ng mga Barangay President, Honorable Georgeline Joy Quezon, for her privilege speech.
Councilor Jaja Quezon is recognized.
Madam Presiding Officer, fellow members of this honorable Sanggunian, ladies and gentlemen, and of course to our teachers and to the barangay officials of Barangay Barong-Barong, a pleasant morning to everyone. I rise today on a matter of urgent public concern that requires the immediate attention of this body and the concerned authorities. This is the prolonged lack of electricity at the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, or the Brooks Point District Jail facility, due to a damaged transformer that remains unrepaired. Based on the reports received, while electricity service at the Regional Trial Court was restored on June 3, the BJMP facility remains without power up to the present. This prolonged outage has created serious health, safety, and humanitarian concerns affecting both persons deprived of liberty and BJMP personnel. According to information provided, around 25 PDLs have already developed skin diseases due to extreme heat and poor ventilation inside the facility. Some have reportedly been isolated because of their condition. There have also been incidents of elevated blood pressure among detainees, with at least one individual reportedly requiring hospitalization. Many others continue to suffer from the effects of excessive heat brought about by the absence of electricity. Moreover, The situation is aggravated by the increasing presence of mosquitoes, particularly during nighttime, exposing inmates and personnel alike to additional health risks. To cope with the lack of electricity, BJMP personnel have been compelled to rely on generator sets, resulting in fuel expenditures at nearly 2,000 pesos daily. This is an additional burden to government resources that could otherwise be utilized for other essential needs. Madam Presiding Officer, while PDLs are under lawful detention, they remain the demands immediate intervention. The process without a solution increases the risk of further illness, medical emergencies, and necessary suffering. Therefore, I respectfully urge the concerned electric cooperative and all responsible agencies to immediately prioritize the repair or replacement of the damaged transformer serving the BJMP facility. Likewise, I call upon this Honorable Sanggunian to formally communicate with the concerned authorities and request urgent action to address this matter without further delay. Let us act decisively and compassionately. The welfare, health, and safety of all persons within our jurisdiction, including those under government custody, remain our shared responsibility. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer, my colleagues. I so privilege.
Thank you, Councilor Piachon.
Madam Chair,
Yeah, the chair directs our secretary to invite Paleco personnel next regular session and prepare also a communication requesting them to immediately address the needed repairs in BJMP in order for them to enjoy a more comfortable area that at the present for their temporary detention.
Madam Chair, since the majority of the Sangguniang Bayan members will be on official business next regular session, so we won't have a session po, may we instead refer this to the Committee on Infrastructure so that we'll personally na lang po communicate with the Engineering Office and Paleco should there won't be time for committee meeting.
Yes, we can prepare the communication and let the chairman of the Committee on Infra personally deliver it to the office of Paleco in Puerto. And if the manager is available, we can already discuss personally our concerns.
Madam Chair, please acknowledge our Honorable G. Marta Inge from Barangay Pilan.
Councilor Nainga is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, Madam Presiding Officer, I do commend the privileged speech of Liga President regarding with the electricity problem po doon. Hindi lang po yung BJMP, sa katunayan po niyan, hindi lang po yung BJMP yung may problema. Also with the LTO and other neighboring agency po ng government doon. And it's a big problem. But Madam Presiding Officer, as far as I can remember, ay maraming beses na po nating pinatawag yung Paleco. Natatandaan ko starting with the problem sa AMAS, pinatawag natin, din nagkaroon po ng maraming brownout. Under the Committee on Infra, nagkaroon po ng problema sa AMAS. Kung di ako magkakamali, ni-request po natin sila at yung sunod-sunod na brownout. Yet wala pong response and wala pong presence ni Paleco na pumunta po sa atin. I think, Madam Presiding Officer, tama po yun, na personally the committee will deliver the communication or else may I suggest na we direct doon po sa Puerto Princesa kung na magpadala ng communication, Madam Presiding Officer. Dahil hindi po biro yung issue na to compared doon po sa last problem na na-raise dito sa Sangguniang Bayan.
Yes, We will do that. Even the RTC and MTC were affected. That's the reason why the MTC used our SB Hall last week. But they were made to explain why did they use our SB Hall. Kaya may mga there are, I think, legal impediments. Kaya kailangan talaga maayos agad-agad kasi affected tayo lahat. Yes, Councilor Benedito.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a point of information, Madam Chair. I believe last week po, na-restore na yung sa DLG, doon sa area po, maliban lang po sa BGMP. So, BGM po yung naiwan. Yun po, Madam Chair.
Okay. Thank you for that information.
And Madam Chair, before we proceed, I would like to hand over the mic to our Majority Floor Leader, Mr. Ezekiel Rodriguez.
Maraming salamat po sa ating Minority Floor, Deputy Floor Leader. At Madam Chair, we are now on the item number 6, right po? And before po tayo proceed, I would like to apologize, Madam Chair, for being late kasi sinamahan ko po yung anak ko sa barangay sa first day of school niya. And also, please do tatanggal lang po yung aking nasabi sa ating Secretary to the Sangguniang. Madam Chair, kindly recognize our Deputy Floor, Honorable Lacanilaw.
Councilor Lacanilaw.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This representation would like to temporarily suspend the order of business for us to accommodate the Barangay Council of Barangay Barong-Barong as well as the teachers from the school, Madam Chair. Baka meron po silang gustong sabihin at hingiin po sa atin na maaari po natin silang matulungan.
Second.
Okay, the Chair orders the temporary suspension of our order of business in order for us to accommodate our visitors from the Department of Education, from the Barangay Council of Barong-Barong. Okay, good morning, Ma'am Ferrer.
Hello, good morning to our presiding officer, to all the Sangguniang Bayan members, to all the visitors here. Good morning. Thank you so much for this opportunity for being with you, and it's my first time to attend this Sangguniang Bayan session. Well, on behalf of the Barong-Barong faculty and staff, we have so many problems encountered as of today. First is the delayed construction of the project of the LGU covered Lily Gym that were in fact based from their presentation before. This will be finished on June 8th. So what happened that we don't know why there was really an overdue of the construction. We are actually very thankful. We're grateful for that LGU project because we believe this will really serve very much to our learners, particularly for the improvement of their physical abilities. Likewise, activities for the district might be done in that covered gym. So we are supposed to have this before June 8th. So what happened is the biggest problem because this really will make our learners or our other school goers confronting danger. Kasi nandun pa din po nakahambalang yung mga graba, yung pinatumba namin mga kahoy kasi andun pa din, kasi hindi namin po pwedeng alisin yon. At saka, sana kung natapos siya on time, wala na po sanang problema kasi ngayon po, pasukan na. hindi na po namin mapipigilan ang mga batang pumunta doon para maglaro. So, maya't maya, para maiwas po na aksidente. And aside from that, we have our supposed to be project, our side gate. Side gate be installed in the side part, the left side of our school. And our next problem is graba po, Mayor, Vice. Kasi we have requested actually truckloads of gravel for that purpose. Kasi we need this in order to have a concrete pavement of our pathway. So since we plan to reinstall our side gate purposely to avoid accident, because the front gate will be used for our vehicles na lang. Doon na po sila dadaan para walang makaiwas na po sa aksidente. And truckloads of gravel and sand is also one of our problems, how to have this.
May we know who is the contractor of that mini COVID court? Contractor. Who is the contractor?
Si Leoncio po.
Okay, the chair directs the chairman of the Committee on Infrastructure to communicate with the Office of the Engineering and inquire what is the cause of the delay.
Yes, thank you so much, Vice. At saka po naka-request na din po kami, March pa po ng gravel and sand. Until now po, wala pa din po kasi sana po natapos na rin namin ang side pavement. Kanina lang po, may muntik-muntik ka na namang nabunggo ng sasakyan. Kahit pa mayroon na siyang nakalagay na kwan doon, na harang, siyempre mga bata po naman, takbo rito, takbo roon. So kung may side gate po kami, doon na sila po talaga dadaan kasi ito para na lang po sa transport o mga four wheels. Thank you so much.
From whom did you request for the delivery of gravel and sand? From the contractor?
Hindi po,
Hindi, sa
from the
engineer.
Office of the Mayor through Engineer
Quijano?
Mulak, Engineer Quijano. Thank you so
Sige.
much.
Let the chairman of the Committee on Infrastructure inform the body
Good morning po, Vice
the
Mayor.
result ng
And good morning po
Yes.
sa lahat ng kagawad, barangay. Ang concern lang po namin is, isa lang po yung problema namin sa school. Last year po, tuwing umuulan is binabaha po yung lower part ng aming school, yung lower, basta yung grade, basta papunta po pababa, papuntang
sa Tagpinaso po. Ay,
Opo, Tagusaw Shore Elementary School po. I'm the current TIC po, Jura Esta.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yun po ang problema namin sa ngayon. Yung baha po sa aming 3 classroom. Last week po, wala pa pong 1 hour yung ulan, ay binaha na po kami kaagad. Since yung cover team po na ginawa ngayon ay dati doon po pumupunta yung tubig, so ngayon wala na, mas mataas po yung level ng cover team sa classroom. So tendency po is yung tubig po doon na pumupunta sa classroom po namin. Kanina lang po nakipag-usap po kami kasama po yung aming PTA officer ng school, kay Kapitan po, and then nirecommend niya po na maggawa po kami ng letter. Magawaan po nila po. I-inspectionin daw po ni Kagawad kung ano po yung pwede nilang gawin. At the same time po, gagawa daw po kami ng letter, address kay Mayor, kung ano po yung i-request namin na solution doon sa aming problem. Bali, yun lang po yung, sa ngayon yun lang po yung aming request po, yung ma-resolve po yung aming problem kasi ngayon po, June, July, tag-ulan po, so tendency is, ngayon po, 3 term ay bawal po yung distraction sa classroom. So, yun po ang problema namin. Thank you po.
Thank you, Ma'am Taha. The chair directs the chairman of the Committee on Education to communicate with the Office of the Engineering how we can help Tagusaw Elementary School as soon as possible before the onset of the rainy season.
Good morning po.
Yes, ating principal ng
Good morning po,
National.
Vice,
Good
and to all
morning.
Sangguniang Bayan members. First of all po, salamat po for the fund, and for the recommendation of our DLC to be compete in our Sarautan Drum and Lyre competition on I think June 20, next week na po, malapit na. Salamat po sa suporta and for allotting fund po doon. Kasi last year po, sobrang hirap po namin ng pagkuha ng fund. Kasi talagang malaking gastos po yung kailangan for the DLC competition. Pero ngayon medyo maaluan po yung buhay nila, yung buhay namin. For that, thank you very much po. For the request po, medyo mabigat. Pero I think this is the opportunity, we will be needing another cover gym for the senior high school. Doon po sa likod namin, kasi ito pong aming cover gym na to, maliit na po, pag nagsama-sama po yung junior high school at senior high school, hindi na po kami magkasya. For activities like graduation and other activities na nag-join po yung junior high school and senior high school. We were also making din po a resolution about that, pero nandito na rin po ngayon po, na kung po pwede po, na maisama po kami for the budgeting kahit hindi man po ngayon for the next fiscal year, for allotting a cover gym and also sama na rin po yung stage kung kakayanin po ng budget ng Sangguniang Bayan. Yun lang naman po. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Ascurias. May I request the chairman of the Committee on Education to take note of the request of Apoy National High School concerning the construction of another cover gym for senior high. Wala naman po. Yes, Ma'am Cachuela.
Good morning po, Vice, and sa ating po mga SB. So far, yung Danadyo Elementary School naman po ay in place naman yung mga gamit at saka lahat ng mga kagamitan. I-reiterate ko na lang po siguro actually may request po ako sa bawat Sangguniang members at saka sa inyo rin po, sa office po niyo. Yun lang po siguro yung request ko na mapagbigyan ako kasi yun so far yung kulang namin para sa year program namin para sa taong ito. Mga simento lang naman po yun. Binigyan ko po kasi lahat ng request para matapos po yung pagsimento ng aming mga gagawin po dun sa paaralan. Other than that, wala naman po na kami ibang concern. Kasi hindi naman kami binabaha. Din yung aming cover gym, ibalita ko lang na naka 100% na kami. Sa Majid naman po yung kanilang yung
contractor.
Yung contractor. At maayos, saka maganda naman po ang pagkakagawa.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Councilor Leige? About sa semento? Oo, we would like to inform our principals na ang mga SB members po, including me, ay walang sariling pondo para sa mga requests. But the LGU has a fund for your request na nakadodge sa GSO and Community Affairs. Right? Oo. So kung makakabigay man po kami ay from our own packet, kaya hindi po masyadong marami. Pero kung gusto po ninyo talaga ng medyo malaki, mas marami, ay please write the office of the municipal mayor and attention to GSO. Kasi kami po yung nag-approve ng pondo ng Community Affairs para po sa lahat ng mga requests. Honestly po kasi talagang financially hard up kami dahil everyday ay marami pong solicitation coming from all walks of life, from funeral to kasal, to hospital bill, to cesarean, to transportation, to tuition fees. So, kung nakakapagbigay man po kami, konti-konti, pero talagang, not much. Kaya kung gusto po ninyong makumpleto at medyo mas marami, ayun po yung aming advice.
Pero yung konti, di ba nagiging marami?
Kung tagi-isa-isa, pwede na rin. Oo, marami na din. Tagi-isa daw.
Good morning po, Madam Presiding Officer, and to all Sangguniang Bayan members, at sa ating mga school heads, sa mga bisita po. Gusto lang po namin itanong kasi po kahapon, Vice, nakarating po dito yung mga traffic enforcer. Hanggang saan po ba talaga yung boundary nila na manghuli?
Oo. Kagawad, tingin ko walang boundary. Anywhere in Brooks Point and anywhere in the Philippines, pwede silang manghuli. Kaya kailangan ay maging kung kayang makapag-comply, kasi noon ang reklamo ng mga tao, kahit hindi kami makakuha ng lisensya, ang layo ng puerto, wala kaming pamasahe. So, dinala natin dito yung LTO. Pero
Vice, yung po, yung sa munisipyo?
Sa munisipyo.
Sa munisipyo po, hindi po yung HPD?
Hindi.
Opo,
Hindi
yung sa munisipyo po.
Pero, deputized kasi sila, no? Ha? May citation, pero deputized sila ng LTO. Helmet at saka side mirror. Pero sana, kung makahuli sila, huwag nila gamitin yung sa LTO. Gamitin lang nila yung ating ordinansa para mas mababa yung penalty. Kasi kung sa LTO, napakalaki, kawawa naman. And alamin po natin, sino ba yung chairman ng pinaka-head ng traffic? Yes, League President. Dito sila kahapon. Hanggang anong oras? Umaga.
Opo, para may maisagot din po ang mga barangay, Madam Chair, hihingi na lang po siguro tayo ng kopya po ng authority po ng ating po mga enforcers para po sa kanila pong trabaho.
Yes. Sino ba ang head ng enforcers? Si admin. Okay. Kasi baka wala nang makapasok na estudyante. Yes, Kagawad Aburot. Okay, thank you, Kagawad. Siguro maganda magkaroon sila ng information dissemination kada barangay na ito yung gagawin nila nang sa ganun ay makapag-prepara din yung ating mga riding public para hindi sila magulat. At mag-ready na sila. Kagaya ng dapat may salamin, dapat may helmet. Kasi para rin naman ito sa kanilang kaligtasan. Ha? Yes, Mr. Adel.
Okay po. Regarding po sa naging queries po kanina ni Kagawan, pagdating po doon sa kung hanggang saan lang po yung boundary ng mga traffic enforcer po natin. As far as I remember po, doon po sa ordinance po natin ang 2015-18 kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, authored po ni Councilor Ferrares. Lahat po ng areas sa Brooks Point ay inauthorize po ang mga traffic enforcers. Maski man po ito ay sa bayan, sa Skinita, sa Sitius. Pero limited lang po sa ordinansa na yun yung kanilang rights. So kapag pinaandar mo na po yung motor mo at wala po kayong helmet, kahit malapit lang po yan, ay inauthorize po sila ng ordinansa na manghuli po. So yun din po ay sinuportahan ng executive order po ni Mayor nakaraan para ma-implement po yung ordinansa na yun. 2015 pa po yun. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that information. Dapat ma-furnish na lang lahat ng ating mga barangay council para sila din ay makapag-inform sa ating mga mamamayan na mayroon tayong ganitong ordinansa. At random lang yun eh. Kumbaga hindi everyday, random lang. Para bang sinasabi lang sa atin na anytime, kahit saan ka, pwede kang mahuli kapag hindi ka sumunod sa ating mga katakaran. Kaya dapat laging may dalang helmet na hindi sinusuot sa siko. Sa siko kasi sinusuot eh. At magpaliwanag din naman natin sa kanila na para ito sa kaligtasan nila. Dami natin mga accidents sa mga kabataan. Yes, Councilor na Inge. Oo. Yes, pero maganda rin siguro na ma-invite natin sila dito sa Sanggunian kasi baka hindi nila rin alam yung batas na sinabi ni Mr. Larasi. Diba? At ako yung i-request ko lang kung yung penalty, yung fine lang ng LGU ang gamitin nila, huwag yung sa national. Doon lang tayo sa 2.5 na maximum. Kawawa naman sila kung magbabayad sila ng magkano yan, 14,000, 16,000. Pero magandang ma-invite din natin ang personnel ng ating traffic enforcers. Next regular session natin. At ma-request din natin sila, bumaba sila kada barangay at makausap nila ang konseho. Any other concern po na nais ninyong ipaharating sa amin at ganoon din po sa ating municipal mayor, sa ating pong barangay council, may mga projects po kayo na nais ninyong ma-prioritize. Nandito po ang chairman ng ating finance, ng infra, health, yes, Kagawa de Porot.
Dito po yan.
Sino chairman sa MDRR? Yan ay mitigation measure. Meron tayong committee sa MDRR, di ba? Si Consul Badma. So, Consul Badma yung concern ni Kagawad Amrot patungkol sa tulay na binabaha dahil marami ng mga bara. Oo. So, kailangan ng mga heavy equipments.
Direksyon doon sa may malulunan, yung pasakyan.
Oo.
Kaya hindi na makalabas yung tubig.
Oo, kaya doon bumabaha. Oo, sana ma-prioritize bago tagulan. At pagkatapos, meron na bang request patungkol sa concreting ng malulunan? Yes, Kagawad Amrot.
May ano po kami, ma'am, sa concreting po. Hindi nakatatong padala na po kami sa pero nung pinalakay yung buwan niya yung World Ares at kasi nakaraan sa wala ko napuluan nila. Pinangapisan nila sa fertilizer ng pang-Pilipinas. Matulungan po kami na mapalo ang tulong. Problema naman namin po yung mga bata. Kaya isa rin po yan sa binabato sa amin na mga tao namin sa barangay. Sa lahat daw po ng probinsya doon, dito na lang yung malunan yung napag-iwanan po talaga.
At saka dapat hindi lang concreting eh. Gagawan talaga siya ng box culvert at saka kanal para kung saan lalabas yung tubig dyan dahil napakarami. Kasi pag kinokreto baka mas lalong babaha. So kailangan mo na yung passageway ng tubig bago yung concreting.
Patulong na lang po siguro kami to follow up ng aming.
Okay, at baka naman pwede nating maisama yan sa pondo nilang ng LGU kahit unti-unti lang muna yung box culvert muna, kanal muna, baka kayanin ng LGU. Yes, Liga President.
Madam Chair, I propose that the Sanggunian pass na lang po a legislative measure supporting the request of Barangay Barang-Barong for the rehabilitation, if not concreting, kung ano po ang tamang pwede pong gawin, and that it be directed po to sourcing agencies na kakayanin po. And while dito po sa atin, sa bayan, ay nagagawa po natin yung mga maliliit po na mga box culvert. Probinsya po and sa Congress.
Okay. At saka sa atin, sa LGU, yun kung kaya na natin yung mga box culvert muna. Kung sa mga susunod na supplemental natin, baka pwedeng mapaglaanan agad-agad.
Hindi naman kalakasan yung tubig yan kaso lang.
Oo, kasi bumabaha talaga eh.
Baha ng taklang po rin siya, ma'am.
Kaya i-refer natin yung request ninyo sa ating Finance Committee at sa Infra na magawa ng resolution.
Yan talaga yung problema namin dyan, guys. Kasi minsan umiikot pa yung mga tao dyan, umiikot sa Arigos.
Oo nga eh. Oo.
Yan talaga yung problema namin dyan. Ang daming tao dyan sa malulunan.
Oo.
Ikot sila, pag malaking tubig yan, umiikot ng Arigos. Dito naman sa Ipinan, pag mag-iba na naman yung Salina.
Pag tinitingnan ko nga, parang kailangan doon mahabang tulay eh. Kasi talagang mababa talaga, no? Pero alam ng engineering yan kung ano yung dapat na solusyon. Okay, meron pa po ba? Or kagawad kayo?
Vice, baka pwede po kami i-school naman.
Okay, pondo para sa rehabilitation ng market. Bago. Construction ng market, ha? Okay. Okay, so refer natin yan sa Committee on Infra na ma-prioritize sa ating 2027 budget. Meron pa po ba? Bago tayo mag-proceed sa next item natin. Wala na po. Yung semento na lang, huwag niyo kalimutan. At saka meron pa dito, fuel assistance. Address ito sa lahat ng Sangguniang Bayan member. Ang may request nito ay si Ma'am Grijaldo at noted ni Principal J. Asturias para ito sa Barangatan o delegation ng Drum and Lyre Corps. Yes,
Madam Chair,
Councilor
mangyaring wala na rin pong ibang concern, I move for the resumption of our internal rules, particularly the order of business.
Okay, there's the resumption of our session. Maraming salamat po mga madams at sir.
Madam Chair, we are now through to the item number 6, privilege hour, and there being no one from this august body manifested to avail their opportunity for the question hour, I move to close the period of question hour and move now to the item number 8, reading and referrals of the proposed measures. This representation directs our Secretary to the Sanggunian to kindly read all the measures.
Madam Presiding Officer, Majority Floor Leader, under the referral. Number 1, a request resolution from Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Amas, Brooks Point, Palawan, for the adoption of their annual budget calendar year 2025.
I move that this measure be referred to the Committee on Finance chaired by Honorable Lacanilaw.
Number 2, a letter from Municipal Mayor Honorable Cesario R. Benedito Jr. requesting an authority to execute an affidavit of waiver of rights in favor of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, EFP, over a parcel of land in Barangay Samariñana, Brooks Point, Palawan.
Said measure be referred to the Committee on Land Use chaired by Honorable Dugasan, Madam Chair.
Number 3, a letter from Municipal Mayor Honorable Cesario R. Benedito Jr. requesting to recall the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 2026-88, which approved the allocation of fuel subsidy for both registered farmers and fisher folks in the municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan.
Madam Chair, the second request be referred to the Committee on Agriculture joined with the Committee on Finance, Madam Chair. The lead committee will be the Committee on Agriculture, Madam Chair.
Number 4, a letter from Leodigario P. Kitain, owner and developer of Woodland Meadows Residences, requesting for a resolution approving the development plan for the processing with the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development.
The said measure be referred to the Committee on Land Use chaired by Honorable Dugasan, joined with the Committee on Rules, Madam Chair.
Number 5, a letter from Municipal Mayor Honorable Cesario R. Benedito Jr. endorsing for consideration and appropriate action for the amendment of the resolution number 2026-179 to ensuring consistency between the approved annual investment program and the budget documents and accuracy reflect the nature of the action taken by the municipality.
Said measure be referred to the Committee on Finance chaired by Honorable Lacanilaw.
And item number 6, a request resolution from Barangay Council of Barangay Barong-Barong for the adoption of their local expenditure program from January 1 to December 31, 2026.
Said measure be referred to the Committee on Finance chaired by Honorable Lacanilaw.
That's all.
Madam Chair, we are now on the item number 9, committee report. The gentleman from Barangay Tubtub would like to take the floor. Kindly recognize Honorable Lacanilao, Madam Chair.
Councilor Lacanilao is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and for Majority Floor Leader. Please allow me to present the Committee Report 2026, number 70. This is from the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriations, and the Ways and Means. And I have one subject for today. This is the amendment of the Resolution number 2025-143A and the Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-16A to reflect the correct object of expenditure for the acquisition of the utility vehicle under the katiwa ng Pangulo Program. Kung matatandaan po natin, meron po tayo na-approve na karagdagang 300,000 para pangdagdag po doon sa Tamaraw FX na bibili po nila. Nagkaroon po kami ng committee meeting, Madam Chair, and based naman po sa mga papers na nandoon, yung code po ay napunta po siya sa MOOE instead of instead na dapat po capital outlay siya kasi bibili po ng sasakyan. Pero yung sa resolution po na naipasa, mali po yung nalagay doon, MOOE. So yun lang naman po pala yung gagawin ko. Wala naman po na bago sa amount, wala rin po na bago sa original na AIP. Yung nagkamali lang po siguro ng typographical error lang. And therefore, the present premises considered, the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriations, and Ways and Means hereby recommends the approval on the second and final reading of the proposed amendment to Resolution number 2025-143A and Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-16A, reclassifying the amount of 300,000 pesos from the maintenance and other operating expenses to capital outlay for the acquisition of the utility vehicle under the Kadiwa ng Pangulo Program. And I hereby move for the adoption of this committee report number 70-2026.
Hearing none, and we adopt committee report number 2026, number 70.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Still under committee report, Madam Chair, the gentle lady from Barangay Pangpilyan would like to take the floor. Kindly recognize Honorable Dugasan, Madam Chair.
Councilor Dugasan is recognized. Thank you, Madam Chair. Joint Committee on Environmental Protection and Natural Resources Housing and Management and Committee on Rules, Laws, Ethics, Public Order, and Good Governance. Committee report number 2026-74. Subject respectfully requesting for a resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into an deed of donation by the between engineer Emmanuel Feliciano for and in consideration of a portion of his lot, the same to be utilized as a public road located in City Balacan, Barangay Pangbilian, Brooks Point, Palawan. Another committee report, Committee on Environmental Protection and Natural Resources, Housing and Land Use, Committee Report number 26-73. Subject a request for Sangguniang Bayan endorsement for the renewal of commercial sign and gravel project of Miss Pranelisi Pascual, located at Sitio Leda, Barangay Pangbilian, Brooks Point, Palawan. Number 2, an ordinance regulating the trading and commercial transaction
of live cattle or baka within the jurisdiction of municipality of Brooks Point, mandating the use of certified live weight livestock scale, establishing fair pricing mechanism, and providing penalties days for violation thereof. I move for the adoption of Committee Report number 2026-74 and Committee Report number 2026-73 be approved.
Any objection? Hearing none, and we approve and adopt Committee Report number 2026-73 and Committee Report number 2026-74 rendered by Councilor Villasan.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Gentleman from Poblacion 1 who would like to enter his committee report. Kindly recognize Honorable Benedito, Madam Chair.
Councilor Benedito is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and to our Floor Majority Leader, and to everyone, pleasant morning. The Committee on Tourism, Culture and Arts respectfully presents to this August body Committee Report 2026 number 72 covering two measures. Number 1, an ordinance regulating the tourist test area of the municipality of Brooks Point, and number 2 is a resolution requesting the CHESA to allocate funds for the proposed tourism road infrastructure program, or TRIP roads, tourism access roads, and other tourism priority projects of Brooks Point, Palawan. Madam Chair, can I proceed directly to the recommendation since makita naman po natin yung copy?
Yes.
So on item number 1, the said committee recommends the approval of the proposed measure in second and final reading in today's regular session, as well as on item number 2. So I move for the adoption of Committee Report 2026 number 72.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve and adopt Committee Report number 2026 number 72 rendered by Councilor Benedito.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
May I be recognized for the Committee on Education, Madam Chair?
Councilor Rodriguez is recognized.
Salamat po. Isang mapagpalang umaga po sa lahat. Madam Chair, I have here the request from our municipal mayor requesting for the authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Palawan State University for the academic government partnership, Madam Chair. It is my honor to report it back to the Honorable August body, Madam Chair, its findings and recommendation, Madam Chair. Sa aming napagtanto, Madam Chair, layunin po ng Memorandum of Agreement na ito, Madam Chair, ay magkaroon po ng tourism development and as well as promotion. Magkaroon din ng tourism services in partnership sa mga student po ng ating paaralan. Ganyan din, Madam Chair, yung cultural preservation as well as the community engagement. Kasama na rin po dyan, Madam Chair, yung kanilang paggawa ng mga research and extension services, Madam Chair. Yung student participation, Madam Chair, in relation sa tourism po natin, Madam Chair, ay ginarantiya din po, Madam Chair, ng Palawan State University na pwede pong gamitin yung mga students po nila na sa halip na mag-hire pa po tayo ng ibang tao, Madam Chair, ay magandang experience na rin daw po yun para sa mga graduating students po nila. So malaking kagaanan po para sa ating munisipyo, Madam Chair. And mangyaring nariyan na po and everybody has a copy, Madam Chair. May I proceed now to the recommendation?
Okay, go ahead.
The Committee on Education, Madam Chair, recommends for the passage for second and final reading of today's regular session, and I move for the adoption of this Committee Report 2026 number 71, Madam Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve and the committee report number 2026 number 71 rendered by Councilor Rodriguez.
Madam Chair.
Councilor Lacanilao.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move for the temporary suspension of the rules, especially the order of business. May gusto po sana tayong ipasok ng mga pahabol na resolution po, Madam Chair. This is in regards po sa pag-uusap natin ng mga guro kanina at mga opisyalis po ng Barangay Barong-Barong. Baka pwede pong masama sa first reading po.
Okay, we will go back to item number
8, Madam Chair.
Number 8. Kindly read your proposed measures.
Madam Presiding Officer, a resolution directing our Municipal Engineering Office to explain the delayed construction of the covered gym in Barong-Barong Elementary School. And a resolution directing our Municipal Engineering Office to fix the drainage system of the Gusao Shore Elementary School. And a resolution requesting our Municipal Mayor, Honorable Cesario R. Benedito Jr., for the construction of the covered gym with stage at Abueg National High School, and a resolution requesting our engineering office through our municipal mayor Cesario R. Benedito Jr. to install 4 box culverts at Sitio Malulunan and Sitio Danadyo, Barangay Barong-Barong, Brooks Point, Palawan, as well as the rehabilitation of the said area, and a resolution requesting our municipal mayor, Honorable Cesario R. Benedito Jr., for a construction of market building at barangay site, Barangay Barong-Barong, Brooks Point, Palawan.
With regard to the first measure, I think we will not just ask the Office of Engineering to explain. We should urge them to demand from the contractor to finish as soon as possible the covered court in Barong-Barong Elementary School. Itagdag lang doon sa mga provisions. Whereas,
Madam Chair, I hope that those measures mentioned be referred to the Committee on Infra by Honorable Lacanilao, Madam Chair.
approved.
Madam Chair, I move for the resumption of our internal rules, particularly the order of business.
Approved.
Madam Chair, we are now to the committee report. May we now move on to the item number 10, calendar of business. There being no measures calendared for unfinished business, I move to close the item A and move now to the second reading business for today. The gentleman, Barangay Tubtub would like to take the floor, Madam Chair. Kindly recognize Honorable Lacanilao.
Councilor Lacanilao is recognized.
Madam Chair, this is in regards with the committee report 2026 number 70 kanina. Na-explain na rin po ng maayos, and I hereby move for the adoption of a resolution amending the resolution number 2025-143A and appropriation ordinance number 2025-16A to reflect the correct object of expenditure for the acquisition of a utility vehicle under the katiwa ng Pangulo Program.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve and adopt that measure for the correction in the, is that an appropriation ordinance? In the appropriation ordinance mentioned by Councilor Lacanilao.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, under second reading, the gentleman from Poblacion 1 would like to take the floor. Kindly recognize Honorable Benedito.
Councilor Benedito is recognized.
Hello. Thank you, Madam Chair. This is about the proposed ordinance establishing the rules for the operation, management, maintenance, and use of the tourist rest area, TRA, of the Municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan, prescribing rental fees for its designated commercial area, providing safeguard for fair and transparent occupation thereof, from promoting local product display arrangement, and for other purposes. Madam Chair, this was referred sa committee po no, ng tourism, and marami po ang nabago no, sa kanilang from the original na suggest nila na or draft po nila na ordinansa. At ito po no, ang TRA established po sa partnership no, between po ng DOT, CHESA as well as the LGU. At ngayon pong na-turnover na po no, ang TRA, ang LGU na po no, ang may main responsibility po to operate, to conserve as well as to use it for tourism purposes. So, yung mga public areas po, such as the comfort room, lactating room, resting area, information area, ay yun po ay free and open to public use. At dito po kami medyo nahirapan no, sa rates na mangyayari dahil yung una po nilang nabigay ay kada isang stall po ay meron. So sa ngayon po no, ngayon po ang naging decision po ng committee is isa na lang po na one commercial area na lang po. Yun po yung food stall, pasalubong area, as well as yung ano pa isa dito? Souvenir area, food stall, pati yung may isa pa po no, na po approximately ay 54 square meters. Then nag-base po no, ang committee kasama po ang tourism, ang MTTC, na i-base po to sa ang pagbayad po ng renta ay naka-base sa local revenue code ng Brooks Point. So naging 200 pesos per square meter po ang mangyayari. So ang commercial area po ay 54 square meters sa kabuuan. So 200 times 54 ay 10,800 po ang renta. Yung mangyayari po, Madam Chair, ay magkakaroon po ng isang operator na lang para hindi na po magulo. Siya na po yung magbabayad ng renta. Exclusive po no, yung mga for utilities. Then nakapagkasunduan po no, para safeguard na rin, para maging fair ang pag-operate po dun sa TRA, magkakaroon po ng bidding kung sino po ang mga sasali ang kukuha. So pataasan po sila, ganoon naman po talaga pag tayo po nagpaparenta. No? Then yung mananalo po, siya na po yung magkakausap po no, sa mga gusto po ng mga local products or mga local producers natin na magbebenta to ng mga local products natin. Sila na po yung mag-uusap. Then ang protection lang po ng ordinansa na ito para po sa kanila, yung mga magdi-display po no, sa ating pasalubong area, mga commercial area natin doon ay reasonable po maging renta dapat. And also po, may, alam natin no, na may mga narinig po tayong mga issue na sa TRA no, na mga taga-munisipyo daw po yung nag-operate doon. Nilagay po natin dito no, sa ating section 9. Section 11 po no, sa Municipal TRI Monitoring. Any member of the MTRAMC or any concerned official or employee who may have personal, family, financial, or business interest in the matter for consideration shall disclose such interest and refrain from participating in valuation, recommendation, or action on such matter. So, yan po.
Para maliwanagan lang, currently, yung TRA natin ay ang personal ng LGU ang library.
Hindi naman po.
Hindi?
Pero sa ngayon po yung mga naka-occupy doon ay wala pong pinabayaran talaga.
Oo, wala eh. Oo.
So ito po yung reason kaya din minadali po ng committee na magkaroon po ng
ordinance. So ibig sabihin, itong TRA ngayon ay ipapabid na natin.
Opo, ipapabid po.
Oo, tapos siya na yung magiging operator doon.
As one po, sa whole commercial area, yun na po, 54 square meters.
Ngayon, abay napakaganda doon kasi libre yung toilet.
Apo, yun po yun.
Sa mga turista.
Lactating areas.
Di ba may nagtitinda doon ng milk tea?
Yun po, isa na rin po yun sa siya na po yung mag-direct.
Tapos, so siya rin magiging operator. Ngayon, yung mga nagpapadala doon ng mga paninda nila, siya na yung kakausap.
Siya na po yung kakausap po. Yun na po yung mangyayari. And reasonable po dapat ang renta. And may retail authority as well as syempre yung consignment agreement po nila.
Maganda yun. Yes, League President.
Madam Chair, gusto ko lang pong tanungin sa ating pong proponent, kung meron bang provision sa ating pong ordinansa na magsisiguro na masiserve ng purpose ng ating pong tourism rest area yung dahilan po ng kanyang pagpapatayo. Una po ay kailangan syempre ma-preserve yung o maipakita para siyang mag-showcase ng ating pong bayan. Pangalawa po ay magiging paraan din kung saan maidi-display natin yung ating mga pasalubong, mga local products, local delicacies, kasi yun po yung pinupuntahan ng ating pong mga turista. Yun po, kung paano mapepreserba nung mananalong bidder yung gusto nating set up ng isang tourism rest area.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Sa tanong na po na yun, meron po din sa ordinansa na magkakaroon po syempre ng written contract po. At doon po nakalagay din po sa written contract na yun. Yung ordinansa po na ito ay nakabase din po sa MOA na binigay between DOT and LGU. So meron pong written contract and meron po sa ordinansa rin na bibigyan po priority ang mga local products po natin doon sa tourist rest area. Sila po talaga. I-encourage po ang operator na mananalo sa bidding na siya po ang lalapit po sa mga local producers natin, so local products natin na magbenta po mismo and mabigyan priority po sa TRA.
Kanina, sinabi mo na you will follow yung rate under the revenue code o 200 per square meter. Pero ito ay subject sa bidding. So, ibig sabihin, yun lang yung minimum, pero kapag may nag-bid higher, pwede.
Actually, Madam Chair, yung sa per square meter po, ang minimum po talaga sa local revenue code is 150.
150.
Tinasa na po ito ng 200. So, 10.8 po siya.
Oo, ngayon, pero pag may nag-bid na
pwede na, syempre po, mas
Oo, pwede. Basta ito lang okay.
Okay na
Ito
po
yung minimum bid ninyo. Pero kung merong mag-bid ng mas mataas, doon kami.
Opo, syempre advantageous po sa atin yan. So,
Oo.
okay na.
Ano yan? Ilang years ang kontrata natin?
Yun po yung isa pong, ang alam ko po 3 years. For 3 years po siya.
Oo. Lagyan natin ng renewable. Kung after 3 years ay gusto pa niyang mag-renew, ay siya na agad. At saka wala ba yung increase yearly?
Pwede rin po, Madam Chair, lagyan natin. Sa ngayon po, wala po nakalagay dito. So, pero nakadepende po tayo sa local revenue code. Pwede naman po siguro. Basta ang minimum naman po na 150 lang per square meter.
So, idagdag natin yun na meron siyang increase yearly. Pagkatapos, na hindi siya pwedeng isablis. Kasi baka mamaya yan, so meron ng nanalo, malaman-laman natin, kabayad sa atin 10,000, pinarenta naman niya ng 20,000.
Ang Section 13, Madam Chair, meron na po yun. Bawal po na disablis yun.
Oo. Okay, na magre-result tayo sa automatic termination ng kontrata. Okay, any other question or clarification? Yes, Senator Albert.
Morning po. Pasensya po, hindi ko nabasa yung buong ordinansa kasi medyo mahaba po siya. Gusto ko lang itanong kung meron po bang provision dito sa ordinance na nagsasabi na bawal po siya o hindi pwede sa first degree, second degree relative na taga-LGBTQ?
Wala po yun specifically.
So, pwedeng
Basta ang po yung sa committee, sa MTR, MAC committee po dito, sa monitoring, ay lahat po ng mga members nun ay bawal, if there's any conflict of interest po sa part nila, lalo na sa pag-choose po nun sa mga bidders, mga ganyan, ay bawal po silang mag-participate.
Ang relatives, bawal mag-participate sa bidding?
Ang lang po dito, nakalagay po sa ordinansa natin ay kung meron po siyang conflict po sa pagdating sa may conflict of interest po sa financial, personal, family, ayun po. Hindi po sila pwedeng
But not necessarily doon sa...
wala pong nakalagay na degree.
Oo. Oo. Kasi bidding eh. Eh, baka mas mataas yung tag-LGU mag-bid. Okay. Any other question? Yes, Councilor Rodriguez.
Madam Chair, in support, I move to close the period of interpolation as well as the period of amendments, Madam Chair.
Okay, kindly move for the approval.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and to my dear colleagues. I move for the approval of an ordinance establishing the rules for the operation, management, maintenance, and use of the tourist rest area of the municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan, prescribing rental fees for its designated commercial area, providing safeguards for fair and transparent occupation thereof, promoting local product display arrangement, and for other purposes be approved in second and final reading in today's regular session. I so move, Madam Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, then this ordinance for the regulation of the operation of our TRA is hereby approved and adopted in its second and final reading.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Another, Madam Chair, a resolution requesting the CHESA to allocate funds for the proposed tourism road infrastructure program or trip roads, tourism access roads, and other tourism priority projects of Brooks Point, Palawan. Actually, Madam Chair, nung sinalang ko po for first reading, ipa-urgent ko na po sana pero hindi ko po nakuha yung mga priorities po na nirequest po natin sa DPWH para po dito sa trip roads natin. So makita po natin sa resolution yung mga i-request po natin. No? Ito naman po ay request lang, official request lang po to allocate funds to support.
Can you move for the approval?
So I move for the approval of a resolution requesting the Philippine Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority or CHESA to allocate funds for the proposed tourism road infrastructure program, tourism access roads, and other tourism priority projects of Brooks Point, Palawan. I so move, Madam Chair.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, your motion is approved.
Madam Chair, still under second reading, the gentle lady from Barangay Pangbidan would like to take the floor. Kindly recognize Honorable Tugasan, Madam Chair.
Councilor Dugasan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A resolution expressing profound gratitude to the heirs of Sophia C. Feliciano accepting the donation of a 609.304 or 609.304 square meters portion of land consisting of two shade portions measuring 564.433 square meters southbound and 44.871 square meters northbound, respectively, covered by the transfer certificate of title number 065-2014000575 located at Barangay Pangubilian, Brooks Point, Palawan, to be used as public road and authorizing the municipal mayor Cesario R. Benedito Jr. to sign a deed of donation for and on behalf of the municipal government. I am ready for the interpellation, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I move to close.
I inhibit.
Mr. Presiding Pro Tempore, I move to close the period of interpellation as well as the period of amendments.
Okay po. Go ahead po for approval, Councilor Hayate.
I move a resolution expressing profound gratitude to the heirs of Sophia C. Feliciano accepting the donation of a 609.304 square meters portion of land consisting of two shaded portions measuring 564-433 square meters southbound and 44,871 square meter northbound respectively, covered by transfer certificate of title number 065-20140000575, located at Barangay Pangubilyan, Brooks Point, Palawan, to be used as a public road, and authorizing the municipal mayor, Cesario R. Benedito Jr. to sign the deed of donation for and on behalf of the municipal government be approved and adopted. Thank you, Mr.
Question
Chairman.
or clarification, hearing none, that resolution by Councilor Sayate is now approved by this August matter. Ariling Bushback po. That's it.
Thank you, Councilor Balian.
Madam Chair, still under second reading, may I be recognized?
Councilor
response?
Rodriguez is recognized.
I'm here for a resolution mentioned a while ago under committee report. Resolution authorizing our municipal mayor, Cesario R. Benedito Jr. to enter into a MOA with PSU for the Academic Government Partnership for Sustainable Tourism Development, Cultural Preservation, and Community Engagement in this municipality. Madam Chair, since nabanggit ko na rin po yung layunin ng resolution na ito, Madam Chair, and there is no monetary obligation rin po, Madam Chair, sa ating munisipyo.
Any question or clarification? None. Okay, can you move for the approval?
I move for the resolution mentioned a while ago be approved and adopted for second and final reading, Madam Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none. Then the authority of the local chief executive to enter into a MOA with PSU Group's Point is hereby approved and adopted in its second and final reading. Next,
Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair. We are now on the unassigned business.
and assigned.
The gentle lady from Barangay Pangubilyan, Madam Chair, would like to take the floor. Kindly recognize Honorable Abon.
Councilor Abon is recognized.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to I humbly seek the support of my colleagues po para sa aking sponsored resolution entitled A Resolution Requesting the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources or BFAR ni Maroba Regional Office to conduct capability training on modern salt making, production, processing, and marketing among fisher folks in the municipality of Brooks Point, province of Palawan.
Okay, request for urgency,
Madam Chair.
There's a request for urgency. Okay, your request for urgency is granted. And you move for the approval or any other question with regard to your proposed, with regard to the proposed measure of Councilor Aban. Salt making. Si mahal yung asin.
And Happy Fisher Folks Day po. So ito po ay timely para po sa mga magsasaka po.
Okay, any question po? None, can you move for the approval?
I move for the approval of a resolution requesting the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources or BFAR, Mimaropa Regional Office to conduct capability training on modern salt making, production, processing, and marketing among fisher folks in the municipality of Brooks Point, province of Palawan.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, your resolution for this request is hereby approved and adopted in its second and final reading.
Madam Chair, still under unassigned, the gentleman from Barangay Tugtog would like to take the floor. Kindly recognize Honorable Lacanilaw.
Councilor Lacanilaw is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and to our Majority Floor Leader. Meron po sana tayong nakaschedule ng committee meeting sa susunod, pero tayo po ay nasa Baragatan. Ito po yung local expenditure program ng Barangay Barong-Barong. At nakita ko rin naman, Madam Chair, na nakakompleto na rin po nila at nadaanan na rin po yung budget office. At meron po tayong mga signs sa likod na nag-i-indicate po na pwede na po natin i-treat as urgent. Sana payagan po tayo.
Wala tayong magawa. Mayroon na tayong merienda, mayroon pa tayong lunch. May lunch pa. Your request for urgency is granted.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ako yung magre-request na rin ng omnibus na urgency sa mga susunod po na resolusyon. Ito po yung binasa kanina.
Yes.
Yung sa engineering office para sa delayed construction po ng gym at to direct the contractor RR Construction to finish the said project. Gayon din po yung pag-direct po ng drainage system sa Tagusao Shore. Gayon din po yung construction ng Abueg National High School stage. At box culverts po sa Malulunan at Sitio Taladjo. At construction po ng market building. Baka pwedeng i-urgent na rin po natin kasabay po ng nabanggit na LAP.
Any objection? Hearing none, your request for urgency is granted.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I move for the omnibus approval of the said resolution read a while ago by our Secretary, Madam Chair, as well as the local expenditure program of Barangay Barong-Barong.
Any objection? Hearing none, your motion is approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you rin po sa Barangay Barong-Barong sa inyong pamerienda at sa lunch mamaya.
Madam Chair, I move to suspend our internal rules, particularly the order of business for us to go back to the second reading. And may nakalimutan lang po, kindly recognize also Honorable Dugasan mo.
Councilor Dugasan is recognized.
A resolution favorably endorsing the application for the renewal of the commercial sand and gravel permit of Miss Franny Lacey Pascual located at Tigaplan River, Barangay Pangbilian, Gross Point, Palawan. I'm ready for the interpellation, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I move to close the period of interpellation as well as the period of amendments, Madam Chair.
Okay. Then can you move for the approval of your measure?
I move a resolution favorably endorsing the application for the renewal of the commercial sand and gravel permit of Miss Franny Lacey Pascua located at Tigaplan River, Barangay Pangbilian, Gross Point, Palawan, be approved and adopted.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none. Then your committee report number 2026-73 is hereby approved and adopted.
For second reading. And thank you, Madam.
Is approved the endorsement of the commercial sand and gravel project of Mr. Lias Franny Pascua is hereby approved and adopted in the second and final reading. What about yung ordinance for the trading and commercial transaction of live cattle? Hindi. Hindi pa. Hindi pa. Kasi maganda to eh. Parang meron na tayong ganun. Auction. Timbangan ng bayan. Bakit hindi tayo bumili ng okay. Pero ituloy mo ito, konsehal, kasi maganda to eh. Kailangan ito natin. Okay. Pero yung mga baka natin, hindi nilang tinitingnan-tingnan. Ini-estimate na lang kung ano yung timbang nito. Dapat timbangin.
Madam Chair,
Okay.
I move for the resumption of our internal rules of procedure, Madam Chair.
Approved.
Madam Chair, we are now through to the unassigned business and there being no measures calendared for third reading. May we now move on to the announcement, Madam Chair.
Okay, ang announcement ay we are enjoined to attend the parade on June 12. At ang suot natin, yung suot natin sa provincial meet, yung red, no? Red na shirt at saka jogging pants. And white shoes. May jacket pa yun, pero hindi naman up to us kung gamitin natin yung jacket. Mainit eh. Tapos, payong. Magdatay payong yung white. Oo. Yung gamitin natin yung payong ha, kasi mainit talaga. Magsabi lang daw tayo kasi nagpabili uli ng payong. Yung mga wala ng payong, ako wala na. Pero kailangan ko yun. Mainit eh. Kasi baka ang parade natin alas 12. Alauna. Magsabi lang daw tayo sa kay Ma'am Arlene. Alam ko alas 12 ang parade natin eh. So kailangan natin ng payong. Magsabi na tayo doon na kailangan natin. Kung ilan man tayo, may magsabi na lang kay Ma'am Arlene. Leo, sabihin mo na lang ha, kailangan ng SB members. Pati ko, kailangan ko ng payong. Yes. Okay. So next regular session, wala tayong session. Kasi nasa PCL kayo. And then after nyan, barangay mainit na yung ating session. Tapos ay parang invited din tayo mag-attend ng Independence Day, di ba? Oo, doon sa Barong daw. 6:30. Ha? Hindi. Ayun na. Ayaw may iwan dito. Okay. So, naka-red na. Okay. So, wala na?
Madam Chair, may
Yes,
announcement po.
Councilor Nainge.
Yung mga hindi po nakapapicture nakaraan, siguro sa next session natin, first session na lang po ng July. Ano po? Kasi kailangan, para sa session hall tayo, para ma-print na natin yung mga i-display natin doon sa wall, sa hall natin. First, panood na lang ako sa MIO, first session ng July. At wag barong na lang or white t-shirt sa mga, white na Filipiniana po sa first time.
Okay. Mayroon pa bang announcement? Okay, kung wala lang announcement, the chair solicits a motion for the adjournment.
Mas maganda yung mga hindi naka-white, pwede naman po mag-retake na lang para uniform po tayo sa next session.
Tingnan natin, baka kasya doon kung may natitira pang budget for this year, baka kasya pa doon. Baka pwede na natin i-charge doon. Ngayon ay nakolekta nyo na ba lahat yung names ng mga naging konsihal natin? Hindi, alam niyo si Daryl yun. Sabi ko na kay Daryl, simula nung 1954 ba yan? Ha? Meron na yan. Oo, meron na yan. Tapos magpa-design na lang tayo kung yung Wall of Fame. A-design na lang para mailagay lahat ng kanilang mga names and then yung year na nag-serve sila. Tapos katabi nun yung mga incumbent councilors. Okay? Adjourn na tayo para makapag-lunch na tayo. Nakikita ko na doon, no? Approve.